You aren't who you are. Called the ship of Theseus. Theseus was a king in Athens, and he rescued his people through this ship. And to commemorate him, the people of Athens would use this ship as a symbol of that historic event. Over the years, parts of the ship would break down, and then the people of Athens would fix a bit of it. But then obviously they'd be using different material to what the ship was made of. They'd be using new wooden planks replacing the old. Now that the ship has new parts that weren't the original, could you still say it's the ship of Theseus? What about when the years go on and the sail breaks and more of the floor break? Then they replace even more of it. Is it still the ship of Theseus? Or centuries in the future, when the whole ship is rotting and then they have to replace each and every single wooden plank, it's still the ship of Theseus? No, it's not. It's merely a replacement. So using the ship as an example, now let's talk about ourselves. Humans, our old cells will divide and make new cells. And then the old cells die and then get replaced by these new cells. And every 7 years, all the old cells that were originally in the body would have been replaced with a new cell. So every 7 years, what makes up of you physically is different. So you could say you're a different person every 7 years. If we become different people every 7 years, how can we truly say that we are ourselves? That I am me and you are you? Go by the logic that every 7 years we are the same person. How can we still be if every part of ourselves has been replaced? Maybe we're more than our physical components. We would definitely be acting differently too every 7 years. Nobody stays the same. Our personality and views change. Unless you're the most stubborn narcissist living an extremely stagnant life, I'd assume your views on the world would have changed in 7 years. And even then, our experiences, knowledge, our memories change. We can't hold on to any of that as a fixed point to use as identification for who we are. We constantly forget old memories and replace them with new memories. And it's been shown people can even replace memories with fake memories. So then if we aren't the same person every 7 years, when do we become a different person? Is it just every 7 years, the moment your whole body has been replaced? Every year? Every minute? Are you the same person you were 30 seconds ago? We can definitely say one way or the other, we all identify ourselves as the same person we were in our past. We aren't boats after all, but if everything about ourselves physically changes and a part of us mentally changes, then is there something in us that never changes that we can use to determine who we are? Okay, what is something that is constantly with us? Something that doesn't go away? Our thoughts. Are we the voice in our heads? No. The voice in your head can go silent. When you're in a state of intense focus, you're not paying attention to the voice in your head. In fact, for a lot of people, it would disappear in a way because you would be more focused on what is going on in your environment. And also, when you meditate, the voice in your head goes silent. And your voice in your head isn't even consistent. If the voice thinks something that a part of you deems inappropriate, another voice would appear, disagreeing with the first voice, which would make you even more stressed. Or you could simply realize that the first voice was just a thought and you could just dismiss it or let it go. Depends on how emotionally stable you are, I guess. So, well, if you aren't the voice in your head, then that only leaves one thing. You are nothing. The nothingness that hears the voice. The silence that sees everything. The one that sees your memories, your fake memories, sees what you're currently seeing. You simply are awareness. So then, that voice in your head, what exactly is that thing saying it's you?